Hi. Okay, so we are going to get started with a quick 20-minute break. So this will be great if you just need some time to stand up and refresh yourself from your desk or whatever you're working on during the day. I will not be playing music for audio reasons, but if you are enjoying this in your own home or by your desk, I would encourage you to turn on some music, just so you know the flow of the class. It's going to be a little bit of breathing with light movement, and then we're going to get a cardio boost at the end. So if you want and you are watching this recorded, feel free to pause and put on some music if that is what you fancy today. But we'll go ahead and get started standing on our mats. And just take a moment to ground down, feel into your feet, all four corners of the feet, the heels and the balls of their feet, maybe wiggling all 5 toes. And you can have your feet start to come to hips distance. We're gonna do some more active breaths here. So as you inhale, I want you to loosely raise your arms up overhead, and then as you exhale, let them go and let there be some slack in the body, maybe a bend in the knees. So we'll do that together a few times. Inhale. Exhale. If you want like an audible exhale through the mouth, feel free to take it. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Letting it go. Inhale one more time. Exhale. And this time we're gonna exhale and start to forward fold. Like you're reaching for the ground or your toes. And let the head go. Let the neck and shoulders go. Maybe sway from side to side. And as you're ready, start to ragdoll, roll your way up, one vertebrae at a time. Maybe the shoulders come up to the ears and then relax them down the back. We're gonna do a few standing cat-cows. So typically you do a cat-cow seated or with all 4 hands on the mat. But we're gonna do a cat-cow standing. So as you exhale, you're going to reach and round the spine, and then as you inhale, the arms and the chest open wide, keeping the spine straight, ribs hug in still. So inhale, opening through the chest, and then exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, opening up through the chest. Exhale, rounding through the spine, just like a scared cat. Inhale, reach and open. Exhale and round. One more here. Inhale, reach, opening, shining the heart forward. Exhale, rounding the spine like a scared cat. And then come back to neutral. You might be familiar with a tricep stretch where you bring the arm up over the head, hand reaches towards the nape of the neck, and then your opposite arm reaches for the elbow, and you twist the tricep. We're gonna do that starting with the right side, so your right arm or elbow is pointing up towards the ceiling, but we're gonna make it a little bit more fluid. So you're actually going to alternate in a more of a fluid fashion. So then reach for the left elbow and reach for the right elbow. And just start to gently move the torso as you're doing this stretch. Maybe both arms connect and you're just swaying from side to side here. Feeling a little movement movement and fluidity through the side body. And don't forget to breathe. And just a couple more here. And then relax, release the arms down by your side. We'll do a few shoulder rolls, so maybe start rolling the shoulders back and down, relaxing the shoulder blades down your back, up towards the ears and down as you exhale. Inhale up towards the ears and release. We'll switch directions, so inhaling up towards the ears, and then just relax the shoulders straight down. And then we'll start to get into the legs, stretching the legs just a bit. So start to widen the feet so that they're wider than hips distance apart. And we're going to just gently bend into the right knee and feel the stretch in your groin and the inner thigh here. And then we'll switch. Left knee bends, right stretch feels into the right inner thigh and groin. And then switch, right side. Left side. Making sure to take deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling as you move the body, allowing for that release. Let the muscles open up here. And then we're gonna come back to center. You're gonna take a wide leg forward fold. So your legs stay straight. If you need a bend in the knees, go ahead and take it. And then hands come to the hips. Think about tall spine as you slowly fold forward with your flat back. And then hands might touch the ground. They might come to the shins or even the thighs, whatever feels best for you, depending on your degree of flexibility right now. And let the head go. Let the neck go. Maybe nod your head yes. Shake your head no. And just allow gravity to do its work. You might feel in the vertebrae, the cervical spine up by your neck, you might feel a little release there as your head reaches towards the ground. A couple more breaths here. Inhaling. And exhale. Make it audible and release. Inhale. And release. And slowly and gently start to roll your way back up to stand. And then you can take your hands either in a cupping size, like you're cupping a glass of water to sip, or you can do little fists, whatever feels best for you, but we're just gonna tap on our bodies. So it might start on the chest and the shoulders since it's most accessible. And then maybe down the arms, maybe the torso, start to feel into your belly. Cupping's a little more gentle on the torso. Maybe tapping the fists down your back and the glutes, the hips, And then do one leg on your thigh, waking up the muscles. Like, hi, how are you? And calves and the shins. And then the other leg. And do the quad, the hamstrings, the calf and the shin. It's just a gentle tapping to wake your body up. And then start to shake it out. And just get loose. Feel the muscles loosen. Maybe close your eyes. And shake out the legs. And start to move the hips. See if they can release. And does that allow your torso to release? Does that let your shoulders kind of wiggle and your arms get loose? And let go of the head. And keep moving the body in this fluid way. Whatever feels good right now. Whatever lets the muscles release and relax. Couple more moments here. And then start to come back to center. And I told you we're gonna do a cardio burst, so we're gonna do a cardio burst. And don't worry, there are multiple ways that you can do this. Okay, so we're going to do jumping jacks, but a jumping jack can be this. You just be stepping one side and the other side, arms coming up overhead. You are moving your body and it is energizing. You can do a full jumping jack with the bounce, arms overhead, legs go wide, or my favorite is a dancing jumping jack. So you're moving and you're moving all over your mat, all over your space, taking up space. This is where music comes in handy. Because this is where we get our energy. Yes. How long are we gonna do this? Let's see. I like to do at least 30 seconds. If you're done, if you're pooped, you can go ahead and stop. You can move your body in a different way. If you're doing a full jack or a moving jack, you can always come down to the step jack. That's always an option. But I encourage you to keep moving your body for 30 seconds to a minute and see how it changes, how your mind changes, how your body changes. You'll feel your heart beating. Okay, 10 more seconds. 2, 1. Okay. Whew. I felt it. Do you feel it? Put your hands over your heart. Maybe close your eyes. Feel that beating heart. Take a moment to ground down here. Okay, we're gonna do one more, and this is more for mental health. So I love to release frustration with my body, and I think it's a really important tool. So I want you to make 2 fists, and you can do this with straight legs, or I prefer to do it with bent knees. So a wide leg squat, more like a second position plie squat, or goddess pose if you're thinking yoga. And then you're gonna take your fists and you're gonna punch. Punch, 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 punch. Across the body, really energizing. And you know that thing that makes you angry, that person that makes you angry, whatever it is that's bothering you, that you've been bottling up, you're just gonna punch it, release it, let it go. Remember to breathe. I don't want you to pass out. This is where the music comes in handy again. You can get some rocky da-da-da, da-da-da. I'm not the best singer at all. I'm actually a terrible singer. Just a few more seconds here. Really let them have it. Okay. And release, relax. Wiggle out your arms. Bring the hands back on body. In case you let your breath go during that, come back to the breath, connecting to the breath. And then as you're ready, we're going to slowly come down onto the mat for burpees. No, I'm just kidding. We're done. Cardio burst over. It's just a quick one. We're going to do a little bit of stretching before we go back to our daily lives, which might involve sitting at a desk. So we're going to do a seated figure 4. This might remind you of being in soccer. You're going to bring the right ankle over the left knee first, flexing the toes to protect the right knee, and hands behind you for support. You should feel the stretch in the outer right hip, maybe a little bit into the IT band. Inhale for a tall spine. Exhale, relax into the stretch. Inhale and exhale. You might want to sway the hips from side to side just to see how that changes the stretch. And then come back to center, feeling where you're most aligned. And then as you're ready, we're going to go ahead and switch. So the left ankle comes just below the right knee, because you want to protect the actual knee joint. And your hands are behind you for support. You'll be making a number 4 with your legs. You have to straighten this leg and then it's a 4, but get the little triangle of the 4 going. And inhale for tall spine. And exhale, release into the stretch. Feeling an opening in your left outer hip, maybe a bit into the IT band. Maybe rocking the hips side to side. I have trouble staying still, so even a little rocking puts me at ease. But stillness is good. Stillness is golden. And as you're ready, go ahead and release the left foot. You come into a butterfly position. So the heels are going to come together. Your knees will open like a book or butterfly wings. And then you can stay right here with a tall spine if this feels good for you. Or you can inhale, lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, forward fold. Whatever degree feels good for you. And don't forget to breathe. Breathing into the inside of your hips, an area that often gets neglected. We walk around all the time, not realizing that we use the inner and outer hips, but we use them both. They need a little love, need a little stretch from time to time. And as you're ready, start to come back up to seated, maybe in a cross-legged position. And if you have time right now, connect back in before you proceed to your day. But that's the end of our practice today. Thank you so much for joining me.